You know Shakur.
Oh yeah, yep.
You think Shakur's ducking?
Ain't nobody scared of nobody. It's all about the bread at the end of the day.
Don't just say that because it's your man. Who you got winning?
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your
No. Hey, like I said, I respect, like, boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
We're gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter.
Keyshawn Davis sparked widespread discussion throughout the boxing community when he confidently stated during a live TV appearance that he believes Shakur Stevenson would come out on top against Gervonta Davis if the two ever meet in a blockbuster showdown.
Do you think people say that Shakur Stevenson then is the next big thing in the sport?
For one, I really think the fans don't really see nobody beating Shakur. When people bring up him and Tank, when I see and I go read like little stuff about it, they really be debating. It don't be like, oh, Tank is gonna destroy this guy and everybody is saying it. No, that should be like real debates. Like, no, this Shakur, this, that. And then not only that, now you see Shakur moving up in weight, he's filling out, he's dropping this dude. He went crazy that last fight. That last fight was like kind of crazy. You go back and watch, that was crazy, you know, so Now I think people is getting another insight on Shakur, like, nah, this kid, he been kicking ass for a long time now. This kid probably really is the real deal. You feel what I'm saying? He getting his just due. At this point, I really think it's just about giving him that one example. That one real name. That one person that can go 100 miles per hour with him from round one to round.
According to Keyshawn Davis, Gervonta Davis has already established himself as one of boxing's biggest attractions and is on a path that could lead to the Hall of Fame. However, he believes that a truly legendary career is measured by victories over the sport's top-level competition. In his view, a matchup against Shakur Stevenson would add significant value to Tank's resume and further cement his place among boxing's all-time greats.
Don't, because he's rich.
He ain't got to fight nobody.
He's rich. You're right. He don't.
But you
But
saying
also
for legacy.
on a respect level, for legacy, for our culture,
Who he got to fight?
he got to fight either me or Shakur.
What about
He got
Devin?
to fight either me or Shakur.
What about Devin?
What about him? Devin got to get his get back with Ryan Garcia. Devin got his own going on. And I'm not disrespecting Devin. He got to get his get back with Ryan Garcia. However that work out, whatever. Tank, either me or Shakur.
He ain't got to do it, though.
He don't.
But do you think that his legacy up if he don't fight you or Shakur?
No.
He a casual, so I mean, that means more.
No, it don't, cuz. Like, who? Listen, let me explain something to you.
Dog.
Listen.
All the greats had to fight somebody, some greats. You had to, bro.
So you mean to tell me Tank ain't fighting no great? So what is you talking about?
Who was great that he fought? Real. Like, real great.
Let me explain something to you. Let me just say this.
Say a name.
Let me just play this.
Say a name. I don't want to hear no explanation.
So he didn't fight
man.
nobody that's going to the Hall of Fame?
Who?
Nobody he fought going to the Hall of Fame.
Who?
Former boxer and respected analyst Greg Hackett has suggested that a long-awaited clash between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson could finally take place in 2026. He fueled the speculation with a post on X that simply read, Tank versus Shakur, September 2026, leading many to believe both sides may be moving closer to making the highly anticipated matchup a reality. Many boxing observers view the potential contest as one of the sport's biggest modern blockbuster events, with the potential to become a massive pay-per-view success.
As reports are coming out and debates are taking place about Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis fighting in September.
Terrence Crawford has also shared his belief that Shakur Stevenson would have the upper hand in a matchup with Gervonta Davis. Crawford pointed to Stevenson's outstanding defensive skills, exceptional ring intelligence, and polished technical style as the key reasons he believes Shakur would emerge victorious if the two champions ever squared off in the ring.
Tank is great for what he do, and I respect Tank in the ring and his skills and his power and his attribute and he's smart.
Yeah.
He's definitely smart. He can box his ass off. And I'm not saying I would pick Shakur just because our differences. I'm telling you as a fighter.
Yeah.
I will pick Shakur because I don't believe Tank will be able to land those big shots on Shakur like he does everybody else.
Right.
Shakur defense is just too tight.
Crawford has also responded to those who label Shakur Stevenson as an unexciting fighter. He believes that criticism ignores one of Stevenson's greatest strengths, his ability to avoid clean punches. According to Crawford, Shakur's defensive movement and ring awareness would make it extremely difficult for Gervonta Davis to connect with the powerful shots that have decided so many of his previous fights.
Or it's different, you know, people may call him boring, people may say he can't punch, but they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
Yeah.
Tank is not going to be able to hit Shakur like he hit everybody else. And he know that. He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring, he's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done, so it's not marketable. But he can't do that because Shakur is what, 3-weight world champion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you see right now.
Like how many actual real titles have Shakur? I mean, Tank had like what, 2?
Yeah, I think 2. He got
real,
WBA right
real
now.
titles.
The real one.
You know, and Pedraza, he drained Pedraza. And,
oh, that's what Keyshawn said. But I feel like if you're the A side, you get the, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, but like, let's do it on a even playing field. Like, give that man enough time to train. You know what I mean? Like,
on the other side of the discussion, Gervonta Davis dismissed Shakur Stevenson's abilities, arguing that he does not possess the level of talent many people credit him with. Tank also questioned Stevenson's fighting style and whether it delivers the excitement fans expect. His remarks reignited the rivalry between the two unbeaten boxers, intensifying conversations about their different styles, growing fan bases, and the possibility of a future showdown inside the ring.
Be your hardest fight?
Hell no.
Nah?
Wow.
Cause he a good boxer. Like, that's when I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me. His power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. Go look at his fights.
So you
I
feel
probably
like
put him on game by the time
Hold on, but you feel like it's easy work though. You like,
come on, bro.
During a recent interview, Shakur Stevenson claimed that Gervonta Davis has spent years avoiding a showdown with him. Stevenson suggested that the long-discussed matchup has been delayed because, in his opinion, Tank has never been willing to step into the ring and settle the rivalry.
Do you ever think we'll see you and Tank, realistically?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't really like talking about him.
Yeah.
Cause like the way that he move is goofy to me. Like it's some weird shit. So like, I really don't like speaking on him. But like, if same thing that
fighting perspective.
Same thing that I said with T.O. If anybody got issues with me or feel some type of way about me, you could come see me on fight night and resolve every issue that you got. I stand by that with anybody.
But keeping it boxing.
That's boxing.
No, I'm just saying.
That's not boxing?
Yeah, no, I love it. No, you got to do what you got to do.
Right, like.
I just want to see. I want to know. I'm just asking, realistically, will we ever see y'all two in the ring? However way it get there, will we ever see that match?
I would love it.
Tank got to stand up straight and narrow too, man.
I would love it.
My son got to, you know what I mean? He got to get on power.
I would love it, but at the end of the day, once again, if somebody says they never gonna fight me,
then you can't rely. Yeah, you got to move on.
I don't need you, bro.
You got to move on.
Gervonta Davis's longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, dismissed the idea that Tank has been steering clear of elite opponents. According to Ford, many of the accusations come from people who don't fully understand how boxing works behind the scenes. He explained that factors such as negotiations, matchmaking decisions, and the timing of fights all play a major role, and those realities are often overlooked by critics.
It does, you get what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna shut the fans up and just go in and make these fights happen. You get what I'm saying? So after this fight, he ain't done. This fight is based on what other moves Canelo gonna make.
Right.
you know, he's been judged as far as like, yo, you haven't really fought anybody. There's times that, you know, Tank gets that too. You know, do you believe that they're kind of like in the similar path of looking at their careers, getting the toughest challenges towards the end of their career?
Man, they said that about every fighter, that nobody, but if you look at every fighter platform, everybody doing the same road to success. So I always try to hear that. In the words of Roger Mayweather, they don't know shit about boxing. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand the business of boxing. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. They're going to say what they got to say. Right now, we're in the best time of boxing, right?
Former world champion Shawn Porter described a possible showdown between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson as the most exciting matchup the sport has to offer. He said the contest stands out as boxing's premier fight, highlighting the elite talent and competitive appeal both fighters bring to the ring.
Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis is the best fight in boxing to be made. I think it happened.
During a podcast appearance, Porter said the matchup was the perfect pairing for the sport. He pointed to the combination of world-class talent, unbeaten records, and completely different boxing styles as the reason fans have spent years debating who would come out on top.
Down each one of these fighters, extraordinary fighters, historical fighters, strength. No, break down what is each one's strength.
Yeah.
And what is each one weakness.
I think I think out of the three of them, I actually like Shakur the most. Because again, when I can look at you and not see what you see, to me that is extraordinary. Shakur is, again, it's like he's been there before. I watched him move in the ring, and he moves before the guy even throws his punch. You know what I mean? Like I saw him do that, and then to see him do that in live time in actual fights. There's a difference between sparring and doing what you do in sparring, and then being that comfortable in a fight. A lot of guys don't come to the ring as comfortable as Shakur is.
Once the headgear come off and them
and he mean
gloves.
too.
Yeah.
And he mean too. You know what I mean? I think that's the best thing that Shakur got going for him is his reflexes and intuition. And
Porter also argued that Gervonta Davis would struggle against Shakur Stevenson's exceptional defensive ability. In his view, the only way Tank can fully validate and cement his legacy in boxing is by stepping into the ring with Stevenson and taking on that challenge.
For the new top dog, is he whooping Tank? Is he whooping Roach? Is he whooping
I said this a long time ago.
Talk to me now.
I said everybody thinks that Tank is gonna go in there and just knock out Shakur. It's gonna
That's not gonna happen.
But it didn't take. It shouldn't have taken this fight. For people,
I knew he couldn't.
For people to realize.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I knew
that too. But yeah,
Shakur is a defensive specialist.
And I've been saying this for a long time. If you pay attention to how Tank would react whenever Shakur's name came up, I was like, yo, it's something that Tank knows that most people don't know or understand. There's something that he sees in Shakur. It could be the fact that Shakur was a 2016 silver medalist. You know,
He might got a lot to do with it.
He's that, the silver child of the country, and there's no telling. But this is what I've always known. It ain't just a big straight left or a big left right hook coming from Tank that's going to end that night. That night is going to be the most strategical you've seen both these guys ever be in a fight. I don't know if we're going to ever get it.
I think we will.
You think we will, huh?
For sure. Who else is there if Tank trying to prove he's still the man? Who else?
He expressed admiration for both boxers, highlighting Shakur Stevenson's outstanding defense and footwork, while also recognizing Gervonta Davis's explosive power and relentless pressure. Despite acknowledging the strengths each fighter brings, he ultimately picked Davis to win, believing his aggressive approach and ability to finish opponents would be enough to break through Stevenson's defensive game.
Ooh, Canelo Alvarez. If you had to put money on a fight, I know you don't bet on fights, and the fight was Gervonta Davis against Shakur Stevenson, who would you say would win?
Look, Shakur Stevenson is a good fighter. He moves a lot, and it's very difficult to get hit. To hit him, but I like Gervonta Davis.
Okay.
He's a really good fighter. He hits hard, and he knows how to go forward. So I put my money on Gervonta.
He said a showdown between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson is the one fight he most wants to see in boxing right now. In his opinion, it would be one of the sport's most fascinating matchups, featuring two undefeated stars whose contrasting styles, personalities, and fan bases make the contest even more intriguing. He added that a Tank versus Shakur fight would attract enormous worldwide attention and has all the ingredients to become one of the biggest boxing events of the modern era. He believes both men are performing at the highest level of their careers, and a meeting between them would finally settle the ongoing debate over who is the true king of the lightweight division. That he also called it a dream matchup for boxing fans, pointing out how uncommon it is for two unbeaten champions in their prime to be on course for such a significant high-stakes clash.
Like obviously, Shakur Tio was the hot fight that just happened, and now Shakur, obviously a hot fighter with his dominant win. Give me the one fight you would love to see two guys right now who are in their prime.
Off of that victory this weekend, I would love to see Shakur and Gervonta. You know, I think Gervonta and anybody in that, any of the top guys at that weight class is a great fight. Gervonta, Shakur, Gervonta Tio, Gervonta Keyshawn. I mean, that 135 to 140 pound weight class is hot right now. You know what I mean? But that would be a great fight. I think probably that would be one of the fights that would be the most anticipated. You know, if they can make happen, Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. By no means it would be easy for either fighter. You know, we just seen that Shakur Stevens was able to shut a great fighter like Teofimo down and made him look silly. So that would be a great fight, you know. And a big shout out to Shakur Stevens becoming a 4-time division champion. You know, he's on legendary status. He's on his way to be a Hall of Famer too, and he's still very.
Oscar Valdez has weighed in on a possible fight between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis, offering a measured assessment of how the matchup could unfold. He believes Stevenson's superior technique, defensive ability, and ring intelligence could allow him to outbox Davis for much of the contest, and even earn a decision if he sticks to the right strategy at the same time. Valdez pointed out that Davis possesses the more dangerous punching power and has the ability to change the course of a fight with a single well-timed shot. Because of that explosive knockout threat, he considers Davis the more intimidating opponent, particularly in crucial moments when one punch can determine the outcome. Overall, Valdez described the matchup as a classic clash of styles, with Stevenson relying on skill, movement, and precision, while Davis brings relentless pressure and fight-ending power. In his view, both men have the tools to win, but the result would largely depend on whether Stevenson can stay away from Davis's power long enough to dictate the pace and control the fight.
The guy that beats Gervonta, in your opinion?
No, it's a tough one because Tank carries a punch, but if you're gonna knock somebody out, you gotta first hit him. And Shakur is very difficult to hit. He's always a step away. You know, Shakur. Then what can I say? People saw the fight. You know, I gave my best, and you know, try to land those shots is not easy. And even if you land those shots, it's in a defensive way where he's kind of backing up and you can't get him with a clean.
Greg Hackett has offered his perspective on the long-discussed matchup between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, arguing that the situation cannot simply be dismissed as one fighter avoiding the other. According to Hackett, several factors beyond fear influence whether major fights get made, including boxing politics, business interests, and the timing of negotiations. He explained that Davis has been focused on securing high-paying opportunities, including crossover-style events, such as a proposed fight with Jake Paul. In Hackett's view, those matchups make financial sense, even if they do not contribute as much to a fighter's long-term legacy. Hackett also pointed out that promotional disputes, television agreements, and management decisions frequently complicate negotiations for elite-level fights, despite strong interest from fans. He believes Davis and Stevenson are currently on different career and financial trajectories, making it more challenging to reach an agreement that in the end. Hackett said that while some fans accuse Tank of avoiding top opposition, the modern boxing landscape is shaped just as much by business considerations as it is by competition inside the ring.
And they're able to hide their face, yeah, they're gonna have a field day. The backlash I get, I understand. Would you say number 2, not fight Shakur?
Yeah, he's saying he'll never fight Shakur, that he ain't gonna do him no favors, that he ain't gonna help him make no money because Shakur broke or something like that. Something along those lines.
Yeah, I don't get all that. That's, you know what I mean? That's against That's against the game. Like, you know what I mean? You at least owe that fight for the game. You know what I mean? You owe the rematch to Lamont for the game. But you owe Shakur for the game just because of the two style matchups. You know what I mean? But if he feel like he don't gotta fight him, guess what? We can't sit here and just go crazy about it. But it is kind of crazy. It is kind of corny. You know what I'm saying? If he not gonna fight Shakur, and if he's standing on it like, I'm not ever gonna fight you, I'm not doing you no favors, and all right. But then again, you know what? I don't know what them guys got going on. I don't know what they've been through personally. You know what I'm saying? But would I love to see that fight? Hell yeah, I would love to see.
Shakur Stevenson addressed questions about whether Gervonta Davis is reluctant to fight him by saying the focus should be on making the matchup happen rather than debating the reasons behind the delay. He explained that his perspective comes from a true competitor's mindset, adding that he simply wants to see whether two of boxing's biggest stars will eventually meet in the ring, regardless of promotional hurdles or business obstacles. Meanwhile, Shawn Porter believes Davis could return to the sport even more dangerous after resolving his legal matters. He compared the situation to Mike Tyson's comeback following his time away from boxing, suggesting that difficult experiences can transform a fighter's mentality and approach. Porter said adversity often strengthens a boxer's discipline and determination, qualities that could make Davis's already explosive style even more effective. He noted that Tank's natural punching power, combined with renewed focus, could make him an even tougher challenge for elite opponents. According to Porter, overcoming setbacks has the potential to make Davis more composed, confident, and unpredictable inside the ring. He believes that added experience and mental resilience could elevate Tank's performances against the best fighters in the division. Porter concluded by saying that while criticism and outside distractions can affect any athlete, champions often use that pressure as motivation. In his view, the ability to turn adversity into stronger performances is one of the defining traits that separates elite fighters from everyone else.
Get a message to Tank for him to like make sure he understood, like when you get past this legal situation, he's feel me on this. Tell me if y'all feel me on this. He's gonna be just like Mike Tyson was when Mike came out of jail. Everybody
gonna be waiting for him.
Mike was the meanest thing before he went away.
Yeah.
Tank. And when he came out, everybody wanted to see what version he was now and who he was now and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
To me, it's the same thing with Tank. He's going to have an opportunity to really just go right back to being what he was before he went away. It ain't too many people in this world that can do that.
Nah, it ain't. It ain't. And Tank is definitely, and that, I'm going to tell you why. It's because they love him like they love Mike. It's what they did when he got in the ring. Like, Tank knocked out. Tank going to always get paid anytime he feel like fighting because he got that knockout rate.
What are your thoughts on a possible showdown between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson? Share your prediction in the comments below and let us know which fighter you believe would come out on top.